Hello, this is Angelia with today's wisdom. Today's wisdom comes from Daily Muslim Wisdom. Piety does not consist in whether you face east or west during worship. True piety consists in this: believing in God and in His final judgment, believing in His angels, in the book, and in the prophets, giving your wealth for the sake to God, to your relatives, to orphans, to the needy, to wayfarers, and to strangers, ransoming slaves, attending prayers and paying the poor rate, being true to your promises, and being steadfast in times of distress, adversity, and war. Those who show true piety are genuine in their faith. They honor God. And that's from the Qur'an, Al-Baqara, Surah 2, 171. If I pronounced that right. And that's true. There's some people who think, that they're holy if they just look holy to other people, and that's not true. You really have to believe in God. There are people who talk a good talk, but they don't walk the walk. You can't say you believe in God and then do all these things that are against what He's telling you. So, it doesn't work. You'll find that out one day. His final judgment. There will be a final judgment. So you will find it out one day. If you've not been doing the right thing, now might be the time to repent and, make your peace with God, because He knows, like in the ELO song, God knows. So, believing in His angels, and I've had dreams about angels. I know angels are real. My mother's seen an angel. I've seen an angel. And, I know they're real. You can disagree with me, but I don't care. In the book now, my book is different from the Qur'an. It's the Bible. So, but, again, we have a common, father, in, Abraham, and, all major religions have a book of some sort, that points you the right way. So, and in the prophets, again, we all look at the same prophets. My main prophet is, of course, Jesus, the Son of God. And theirs is, of course, their prophet. So, we have a difference there. But, again, they both taught us, how we should be conducting ourselves. Giving your wealth. I believe in tithing. We tithe. You're supposed to tithe. We, if we have a relative that's in trouble, we've offered some money to folks, and they're like, no, don't worry about it. But, we don't have a whole lot to give, but we have a little bit, and we donate to causes, for children and, other causes, for pets and things. Being true to your promises. If you say something, keep your word, and don't break your promises. Now, there's been times I've had to. There's been times I've been, I'll come to this or whatever, but then something else comes up. And if you are a sane person, you understand that things come up. So sometimes people have to break their word. If my kid gets sick, or suddenly they have a game during your event, and I'm like, well, I have to go to my kid's game, even though I said I would come to this. And they're like, oh, but you need to teach your children that your word comes first. And it's like, but my children come first. So, yeah, there's that. Why would I, reject my own child to go to a friend's event? Some people disagree with that, but that's how I see it, is that the children come first. The kids are first, then your family, then your friends, people you work with, people you know, people, neighbors, pets, whatever. There's a hierarchy. Steadfast in times of distress. I've been told that I'm very patient, that I don't crumble under a lot of stress pretty easy. So you need to keep your wits about you. You need to deal with facts and not feelings, because everybody has feelings. Everybody can spew their feelings everywhere about a thing. But if you have cold hard facts, those are the facts. And you can have feelings about those all day long, but that doesn't make them not a fact. And, adversity. My husband's glad that I'm cool under pressure, because he's not. So, there are people who are not. They have tempers. They lose their tempers quickly. You put a little pressure on them, they start to crumble. And I'm not one of those type people. I have been through so much of my life. I'm pretty much a rock. You put all the pressure you want on me, do whatever you want of me. I'm not going to crumble. I'm going to, do the right thing. And, again, if you are genuine in your faith, you honor God. So there's so many people that I hear that are talking this talk, and then in their personal life's a mess. They're having problems with the relationship with everybody. I was trying to work with a woman who I was coaching one time, saying how everybody was coming at her in this, that, and the other way. And I tried to show her, if you're having problems with everybody, then usually the problem is not everybody else. The problem is you. So people don't like to hear that. But, it's true. If you can't maintain a relationship with anyone, it's probably not all them. It'd be super rare if everyone in your life, had a problem where you couldn't maintain a relationship with them. That's just that right there. So, think about it. Please like and share this wisdom so we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Until next time.